The fire element, the spark of transformation and power. It is the element of passion, digestion, light, and will. Think about the last time you felt fully alive. The passion, the energy, and the unstoppable feeling, and that is the fire element. And think about the last time you burnt out, lost your temper, or felt overwhelmed. This is also the fire element. Without fire, nothing moves or transforms. No energy, no drive, no radiance. But when it burns too strong, it inflames the body and mind, leaving us restless and consumed. In every flame, there's a secret teaching. Fire consumes the old and gives birth to the new. It is the radiant light of awareness, the warmth of love, and the will that drives us forward. Fire is the element of energy and motion. It transforms whatever it touches. It is also the power of digestion, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It is the heat of passion, the light of awareness, and the will that moves you into action. So without fire, there's no radiance, no drive, no motion. Fire burns away the old to make space for the new. In inner alchemy, fire refines the raw material of the self, burning away impurities and ignites awakenings. This is why fire is often seen as a great purifier. When fire is balanced, it gives one courage, vitality, confidence, warmth, charisma, and healthy ambitions. But when fire is out of balance, it shows up as anger, irritability, burnout, aggression, ego inflation, anxiety, and even inflammation in the body. Across traditions, fire is always recognized as the axis of transformation. In the Panchabhutas of yoga, or in the Wu Jing of Chinese medicine, fire is the key link between the lower and higher energies. It is the Yang principle, passionate, masculine, and radiant, teaching us to be the creator and to shine our light into the world. Like all the elements, the fire element reflects itself across every layer of our being. Physically, a balanced fire shows up as strong digestion, healthy circulation, warmth in the body, and a radiant glow in the skin and eyes. But when fire is imbalanced, we see inflammation, fevers, ulcers, heart problems, weak digestion, fatigue, and coldness. Emotionally, fire is the warmth of love, joy, and passion. Balanced fire makes us charismatic, open-hearted, and full of life. But when it is excessive, it flares as anger, irritability, restlessness, and cruelty. And when it is weak, it can leave us apathetic, cold, or lacking any motivation. Mentally, fire gives clarity, focus, and drive. It is the willpower to set the intention and the confidence to act on them. But when fire is out of balance, the mind burns too hot, racing thoughts, anxiety, or obsessiveness. Or when it dims too low, it leaves confusion, lack of direction, and self-doubt. Spiritually, fire is illumination. It burns away illusion and lights the path of awareness, shining the light of awareness on the shadows of the unconscious. A balanced fire allows us to digest experiences into wisdom, to radiate love, and to shine authentically. But when the fire is unbalanced, it either blinds with ego and pride, or fades into darkness, leaving us disconnected from our inner light. So, in every aspect of life, body, heart, mind, and soul, fire is the element of transformation. When we tend it carefully, it becomes our greatest source of power. But if neglected, it can consume us. Think of a campfire. When it is balanced, the fire gives warmth, light, and energy. It creates connection and a place for people to gather, share stories, and feel secure and alive. But if the fire goes too wild, it spreads out of control, and it can destroy the forest around it. Or, if it burns too low, it fades into ash, leaving only cold and darkness. This is the same with the fire within us. Our digestion, our passion, our willpower, our very light of awareness, they all reflect the way we tend our inner flame. Learning to balance this inner fire, you carry the warmth of joy and love, the clarity of light, and the power of transformation everywhere you go. Just as the campfire example reflects balance in the outer world, the fire element has its own sacred place within our own inner world. In yoga, fire is connected to the solar plexus chakra, located above the navel. This is the center of willpower, self-esteem, and personal transformation. It is also deeply connected to the sun, the source of fire energy and life, as well as tied energetically to the Pingala Nadi, known to be the sun and fire energy current. In Ayurveda, fire is known as Agni, the digestive fire. It governs not just food digestion, but also how we digest experiences and emotions. Strong Agni fuels vitality, with weak Agni leaving us stagnant, and excessive Agni burning us out. In traditional Chinese medicine, fire is associated with the heart and small intestine meridians. These govern circulation, joy, and emotional connection. A balanced heart's fire radiates warmth and love. Too much fire creates restlessness or mania, and too little creates isolation and coldness. It is also associated with the season of summer, the sense of sight, so including the eyes, and the tissues of the blood vessels and nerves. Energetically, fire is linked to Tejas in yoga and Qi and Qigong, as this is all associated with the middle dantian, as Tejas and Qi is the energy of the middle dantian, centered in the heart region, that transforms raw energy into light and awareness, an important aspect for transformation. And symbolically, fire is the yang principle to the water's yin. Fire does not just belong to the body and the mind, but is a reflection of the soul. Across many traditions, fire is seen as the spark of the divine within us. Such as in Christianity, it is the symbol of the Holy Spirit, the flame of the heart. And looking at the energetics of the body, we see that fire energy has a deep connection not only to the solar plexus, but higher chakras of the heart, the higher heart, and the throat chakra, as well as we mentioned the middle dantian. It is this fire energy of the life force energy that moves through the body, creating and transforming. Furthermore, the higher heart chakra, or the thymus chakra, is referred to as the seat of compassion beyond the personal self. While the solar plexus glows with the awareness of golden fire, the higher heart shines in the more intense blue fire, the flame of unconditional love, truth, and soul connection. Burning not to destroy, but to transmute, it refines the ego's beliefs. Selfishness into selflessness, personal desires into service, and human love into divine love. Together, these two fires form a bridge between the personal self and the soul, between earthly action and divine inspiration. We can also see fire energy and its direct connection to the Kundalini energy, the energy of transformation. As through a Kundalini awakening, the symptoms are often associated with fire, heat, and electricity, as it is this energy burning through old patterns and creating room for new transformed versions of oneself. This divine flame is also written into the stars and the symbols of wisdom of every tradition. In astrology, fire shines through Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So during these astrological periods, the fire energy may feel more intense, both good and bad, balanced or unbalanced. Gemstones and crystals such as ruby and sunstone are great supporting minerals, especially holding them near the solar plexus, heart, and middle dantian, as well as near fire during rituals. Fire relates to the bija mantra of Ram, the vibration of the solar plexus chakra, as well as the vibrational note of E, 528 Hz, and instruments of flutes, bells, and bright singing bowls, as well as the natural sounds of fire and its effects. Geometrically, the fire is symbolized with the number of 3 and the tetrahedron, the platonic solid of combustion and transformation. And fire's fractal pattern is dynamic, spiraling, and expanding, a helix of rising energy. Now, here are some practical ways to help balance this fire energy. The easiest, most simple, and probably the most beneficial is starting to spend time with the greatest flame of all, the source of your life and flame, the sun. Spending time in natural sunlight, allowing as much of your skin to absorb light and warmth of the solar energy, especially near sunrise and sunset. This will help your hormonal system immensely. Being near natural fires like candles and campfires are also great ways to help balance the fire energy. Allowing yourself to concentrate on the flame and allowing your energy field to link up. Movement is a great way to balance the fire energy, allowing the fire to go through the body, energizing and burning down old patterns. With more specific postures, such as the yoga poses of chair pose, crescent lunge, and flip dog, or qi gong movements such as the Tai Chi fire or red phoenix spreads wings. The breath is another great practice, as air itself is very important for fueling the fire. Doing breath techniques like the breath of fire or breathing through the right nostril associated with the Pingala Nadi. Also, food, herbs, and digestion are very important to the fire energy, as digestion is directly correlated to fire. So eating clean and organic foods, allowing all the organs of digestion to not be inflamed, which is an overusage of fire energy to compensate the poison. As this imbalance is easily seen in acid reflux and leaky gut through all the burning sensations and inflammation. So using herbs like ginger and cinnamon to ignite healthy digestion can be very beneficial. The fire element is linked to the stage of spiritual evolution humanity has been at, as seen through the intelligence, the self-awareness, and the ego, usually all associated with the fire chakra of the solar plexus. So oftentimes it is thought as negatively, but fire's ability of transformation is the reason for this explosion of inventions, security, and modern living, as well as the continuation of spiritual evolution. Fire element is transformation and movement manifested energetically. It fuels our passion, ignites our power, and shines the light of our path. When we cultivate and balance fire, we radiate warmth, confidence, and clarity. But when in balance, it burns us or blinds us. This is why learning to tend the inner flame is so essential to mastering oneself. As Plutarch once said, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. If you're ready to go deeper in balancing your energy through the elements, I've created a course called Mastering the Elements, where I give you the tools needed to awaken and master each element within you, so you can live in balance, harmony, and purpose. If you're interested, check the link in the description below. That's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, leave any comments, questions, or topics you want me to talk about. Thanks for watching. Peace.